now we want to find the center and radius of the circle whose equation is given by this. Okay? So what's this tell us? Well, I'll just say that x minus 2 squared plus y plus 2 squared is the distance between the point, what? 2, negative 2 and xy. Okay? And that distance is supposed to be 2. Now I want to double check my sheet over here to make sure I'm doing the same equation you think I'm doing. Okay, well, it agrees. I did have the square root there. I wouldn't have written it down if I hadn't, but I wanted to make sure. Okay. So, if you understand what we did here, then you can verify this. So we could verify, put 2, negative 2 here, x, y here, label our rise and run. We're going to get x minus 2, and we'll get y minus negative 2, which equals y plus 2. So this side is the square root of x minus 2 squared plus y plus 2 squared, which agrees with this. And this says that this distance is 2. Okay, well then we can conclude that distance between 2, negative 2 and xy is 2, from the fact that that distance is said to be equal to 2. Now I can say that all points x, y satisfying this equation, and I mean this equation, lie at distance 2 from 2, negative 2, and I haven't really proven what I'm about to say here, but I'm going to kind of gloss this over. So these points form the circle of radius 2, centered at the point 2, negative 2. Okay, now, there's more I could say here, and you have a general form for the equation of a circle, and in light of what we have here, you should be able to verify what I'm about to say. Okay, so that the set of points the condition that the point x, y lie at distance r from the point hk says that the square root of x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r. Since this expression is the expression for the distance between x, y, and hk. And you can draw your fundamental triangle. You could, I'll even draw one down here. So here's x, y, here's hk. You rise Actually, I should have labeled these the other way around, and I'm actually going to change that. It's just going to look a little better if I do it as I'm about to. Okay, so we're going to call this point HK. I'm going to call this point XY. And the only reason I want to do this is I want to move from left to right, so I want it to be X minus H and Y minus K. The way I had it drawn, it would have been H minus X and K minus Y. Turns out that that's the same, but it's going to look different, so I didn't want to do that. Okay, so here's my fundamental triangle. This side is X minus H, this side is Y minus K, and this is the square root of X minus H squared plus Y minus K squared. Writing that pretty small, you should be able to read it. You should have pretty good resolution. But that's X minus H squared plus Y minus K squared, which is just what I've written here. Now, if XY is a distance R from HK, then that distance has to equal R. And of course we can square both sides, and we get X minus H squared plus Y minus K squared equals R squared. From this form, you can read off the coordinates of the center of the circle, which are HK, because HK is the point from which, relative to, well, the point from which XY is at the given distance. And maybe that makes sense, and maybe not, but you should understand in terms of the picture what's going on. So we have X minus H squared plus Y minus K squared equals R squared. This is the equation of the circle, centered at HK with radius R. So if you have something like this, you can square both sides if you wish, or you can just look at it in the original form. Either way, it's the center. In this form, this is the radius. If you got the square root over here, then this is the radius. And the center is the negative of -2, which is 2, and the negative of +2, which is -2. Okay, now let's see, just checking the length of the tape. Okay, no, it's not a tape. You can tell where I came from. Okay. Well, actually, I'm going to make just one video out of this, one clip, and we'll go on to the next one in the next clip.